Hello everyone. In this video, we will show you what is a turtle and what are event handlers. First, let's turn on Python. Okay, first of all, what's a turtle? A turtle is a class or an object that has tools to draw. So how do we use a turtle? Well, before we do anything, we first need to import it. How do we import it? Well, we first use the import keyword. So import turtle. Now that T is small. What's next? Well, to draw, we need to draw on something, right? Like a canvas, so we need a canvas. In Python, it calls it a screen. So how do we create one? We first set a variable name, WNLC, equal to turtle dot screen, where S is capital. Note that we have to put turtle dot before putting the function name. This is because we are getting it from the turtle module. It's not there by default. However, if you don't want to use it, you can use the following syntax. From turtle import star. And by star I mean asterisk, the one above the 8. Star stands for all, like everything. This means that you can replace the star with anything you want to import. Like for example, from turtle import screen. That way you can import only the screen. But we won't use that. We'll need to use everything in the turtle library. What's next? Well, we need a turtle object to draw. So turtle, I'll just keep the variable name T. So T equals turtle dot turtle. Note that the second word, the turtle word, has a capital T, while the first turtle word has a small t. So be careful. Let's save the file. Okay, what's next? Well, next we need to, draw with the turtle. But before we do anything, let's run the program. Look at that. Instead of showing the output in the shell, the Python shell, which it normally does, it created a new window. This window is that screen which we made, WN. And this arrow here, this arrow symbol, that's the turtle. But there is one special line we need to add. And that is wn.main loop. You can replace wn with the screen name. So what this does is make sure that the program keeps on running while the turtle window is open. This prevents it from crashing. If you did not add this, in some cases it may not respond, which then you'll have to call the task manager and end the task, in Windows at least. Note that the program is not finished. It doesn't show those 3 symbols. Only when I close the graphics window does it show the symbols, meaning it has ended, the program's finished. What's next? The next step is to, of course, use the turtle. So the first basic step is to move the turtle forward. How do we do that? We put T, the turtle name, dot forward. Forward is a method from the turtle class. Inside the function, we'll put the input 100. That is, we'll make the turtle move 100 units. Look at that. It moved 100 units and also made a line. What if we wanted to draw move without drawing a line or anything. How do we do that? We do it like this. T dot pen up followed by whatever you wanted to do. In this case, to move forward. This pen up function raises the pen, like raising a pen off the page, then moving that pen so that you can, in the end, lower it. And to lower it, well, you may have guessed it, is pen down. You saw that? It has just moved, but because I used the pen up function, it couldn't draw anything. Let me just draw another line. Now that I've already used pen down here, so this time it will draw a line. You see that? The first line hasn't even been drawn because I called the pen up function. But before it moved again 100 units, I called the pen down function, which made the pen lower onto the screen and draw. What's next? Well, the next step is to change the color if you want to. To do this, we use t.color. And inside the brackets, the function, you pass the argument in the quotes, the color name. Now that the color has to be all lowercase, that means no capitals. I just kept blue. Look, it moved and then drew a blue line. I passed that argument right here, so it drew a blue line. It could draw really any line. What's next? First change it back to black. Okay, what's next? Well, next is to turn the turtle left or right. How do we do that? We use t.left or t.right respectively. So let's first turn left 90 degrees. Note that the left and right functions take it in count of degrees. So t.left of 90 degrees, t.forward of 100 degrees, and then t.right of 90 degrees, and then t.forward of 100 degrees. What I just did was make the turtle turn left 90 degrees. That means make a full left turn, not a U-turn, but a left turn. Then move forward 100 units. Then do a right turn of 90 degrees. That means make a full right turn, not a U-turn, a right turn. And then move forward 100 degrees. Let's run it. You saw that? It moved, then turned left 90 degrees, then moved up. It's actually forward, but we call it up. Then we turned right 90 degrees and then moved again. Not that you can pass values greater than 360, a full circle, but all it will just do is rotate once and then rotate n 360 minus n. So for example, t.right of 420 greater than 360, and then t.forward of 100 units. Let's run this. You saw that? Well, it was a little quick, but you can see that the turtle had rotated more than once and then gone in this direction. Reducing the speed would help. How do we reduce the speed? What we would do is use t dot speed. Then we will pass the value, a number. Now keep 1, which is around half the speed. You see that? It rotated more than once and then went there. Now, what if we want to do something a little bit more different? That is, what if we wanted to respond to key events. That is, if I press the up arrow, it should move forward. Left arrow, turn left. Right arrow, turn right. You know what I mean? How do we make it to do that? I'll just comment that out. For that, we'll need key press events. So the first step of this is to make the handler functions. What do I mean by that? What I mean is the functions that do what should be done at a certain calling. I'll tell you what that means later by calling. So let's first define the function move forward. Note that handling functions cannot have arguments. You will know why later. Only handler functions that are necessary to have arguments, like a mouse press has XY coordinates, you cannot put arguments inside the brackets. This is a warning. You'll see why later. So inside the function, what should we do? Well, we should move the turtle forward by, how about 20 units? So t dot forward of 20 units. Next one, define turn left. That is t dot left. How about 90 degrees? And then define turn right, and inside that t dot right of 90 degrees. That's it. So now we defined our handler functions. Now to use them. So we need to call the variable that holds the screen, wn, and then dot on key. This method handles events that comes from a keyboard. The keyboard doesn't have to be of a laptop, it just has to be a keyboard connected to the device. Anyways, this method will be for the move forward function. So here we'll call move forward, comma, the key. I'll use the up, left and right arrow keys for this setup. So for the up arrow key, I need to enter up with the U capital. Notice anything strange with this line? The move forward, when we call it, we're not calling it with the brackets like we normally do. This is because it should call only when the event happens. That is when I press the up arrow key. Otherwise, it doesn't need to call. If we had kept the brackets, we would end up calling it in the first place, and then we can't do anything. Which is why it's necessary not to put the brackets. Think of it as giving the function the name of the function to call rather than telling it what to call. Next, wn.onKey turn left of the left key. Same, it's the word left with the L capital. Next, wn.onKey turn right of right. It's a word with the R capital. Now we need to add a line of code, just as important as the wn.mainLoop method when we're dealing with event handling. wn.listen. This will listen for any kind of input, whether it be a touch screen input, a mouse input, or a keypad input, whatsoever. And then the wn.onKey methods we place will be checking for the specific inputs we want, the up, left, and right keys. Now let's run it. Just a minute. Okay, initially I made it to draw a line, but let's ignore that. Let's press the up arrow key. You saw that? It's moving the turtle and making it draw a line. Now let's make it turn left. You saw that? It moved left. Now I can move in the upwards direction. Just make it turn left and left again. Okay. Now let's try the right key, the right arrow key. You saw that? I made it to move in the right direction as well. So thank you for watching this video and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.